Hi, I'm Sylvanos.
And I'm Shulamit.
And we're the TV twins. Yes, I know what you're thinking, but we really are twins.
TV twins. Even the best television series will put out a bad episode once in a while.
We'll be scraping the bottom of that barrel to bring you the worst of the best.
Let's talk about Battlestar Galactica.
The original Battlestar Galactica.
Produced in 1978, this show was way ahead of its time. It cost a reported $1 million per episode, and the money was in every frame.
It was a sweeping space opera about the last survivors of humanity fleeing destruction at the hands of the evil Baltar and his Cylon cohorts.
The show spawned toys, comic books, and even a new series in 2004, but it wasn't perfect.
It was such a blatant ripoff of Star Wars that 20th Century Fox filed a lawsuit. Effects shots were often recycled, and writers didn't always know how to write science fiction.
Sometimes they just ripped off old movies, and that's the one that we'll be looking at today.
May we present the Gone on Ice Planet Zero.
First we're told Galactica's version of the ancient astronauts theory, courtesy of Patrick McNeil.
That was everywhere in the 70s.
But life here began out there, far across the universe, with tribes of humans who may have been the forefathers of the Egyptians, or the Toltecs, or the Mayans.
So the theory here is that men in spaceships landed on Earth to found Stone Age cultures?
No, it's not, but just roll with it.
Well, anyway, we get to hear the theme that would be butchered by high school bands for years to come. Is that a polar bear?
I think it is.
Why does it look so angry?
Maybe because I had to do the same flyby twice in the opening credits.
As our story begins, we hear Adama complaining about how they beat the Cylons too easily in a battle that we never saw.
It was too easy. Too easy.
What was too easy?
Our victory, the defeat of the Cylon attack force, their sudden retreat was much too easy.
Let's go back and do it again.
Yes, so it appeared, didn't it?
But what's the truth?
I just have the feeling that we're being carefully maneuvered. We're being herded into this safe passage ahead.
Maybe we could just go up, sir?
Meanwhile, there's a squadron of fighters scouting ahead of the ship, because apparently Galactica's sensors suck. When they come upon
A small moon.
That's no moon!
Okay, easy joke, we know. But we're not even kidding. A moon orbits a planet, but there's no mention of a planet, or for that matter, a star, so I don't even know what this thing is.
Also, the title is Gun on Ice Planet Zero, so I guess this is it.
On the surface, we get our first look at the Cylon menace.
Ooh, shiny!
I'll bet flashlight tag with these guys will be fun. Wait, what's this now?
Well, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a ripoff of the Death Star.
Oh no, it's totally not a ripoff of the Death Star.
Pulsar ready to fire. Fire as targets bear. By your command, lock on target. Locked.
I'm picking up a flare, a brilliant bead of light, like an eclipse. I'm going to check it out.
Fire.
Boom, get out of there, boom!
Okay, so it's kind of a ripoff of the Death Star.
Yeah, it is.
So after seeing Lieutenant Redshirt blown to smithereens, two of the Viper pilots do the smart thing. They decide to take a closer look in defiance of a direct order from Starbuck.
Locked on target. I got their visual.
What is it?
It's a mountain!
One is blown to hell, and the other is forced into a crash landing by Cylon fighters. We'll see more of him later.
So the survivors hightail it back to Galactica, where Adama summarizes the situation.
We now know why the Cylons have squeezed us into this course.
How long until the pursuit force catches up to us?
We have too much firepower for them. They'll hang back. But you can wager it won't be long before they bring up their base ship.
Commander, Blue Squadron can take out that gun.
It would be mass suicide to send out a squadron of fighters. You've seen what that weapon can do.
And we cannot turn back.
No, we cannot.
Let's take a time out and discuss some things here. They can't go towards the moon because the gun would kill them. They can't go back because Adama says there's a fleet back there waiting to kill them.
Why can't a spaceship move in 3 dimensions? Can't it just take a wire course around the moon, or on the side not approaching the gun?
The writer's ignorance.
Space is an ocean. Got it. Back to you, Adama.
And we cannot turn back.
No, we cannot.
What's left?
Well, we can send out a small, highly specialized task force down to the surface, probe for some weakness in the defense, destroy the weapon.
Just like in that old Gregory Peck movie.
So Adama orders a computer search of qualified personnel for the mission, and it seems the best they can come up with is...
Bunch of murderers and cutthroats.
That's right, with an entire Battlestar full of soldiers and an intended fleet of civilian ships, the best Adama can come up with is prisoners off a prison barge for a commando raid.
Which raises the question of why a ragtag fugitive fleet containing the last survivors of humanity would spend time and money keeping them around.
Source of cheap labor? There's a scene where we meet the members of this crack team and learn what they can do, but does anybody care? Their only purpose is to generate unnecessary conflict, and they're all instantly forgettable.
Once things get moving, you won't be able to recognize anyone beyond Apollo, Starbuck, and Boomer anyway.
One thing of note is 2 of these people are married and hate each other, because that's who you want with you in a life or death situation, the Lockhorns.
Meanwhile, on the Ice Moon, Cadet Kree has been discovered by the Cylons.
Hey, you can't park that thing here!
Kree, who apparently forgot to charge his gun before he left home, is swiftly captured.
Take him to the bat.
What? Can we hear that again?
Take him to the bat.
Take him to the bats?
Take him to the bath?
I guess they like the prisoners clean.
Either that or events are taking a very strange turn a la ancient Rome.
Maybe that's why they're called Centurions. Bathe him and bring him to me.
Okay, then back on the ship. Apollo visits his stepson, Boxy, before...
Gah! What the hell is that? Talk about nightmare fuel.
Looks like Teddy Ruxpin after a car wreck.
It looks like a cybernetic panda with chemical burns.
Would you believe it's a chimp dressed up as a robotic dog named Muffet?
And believe it or not, it was not made by Jim Henson after a bad acid trip.
So Apollo and Boxy share some syrupy dialogue.
We never seen real snow.
Well, not this time. This is a very important mission for the Galactica.
But I'm a warrior.
Sure, kid, you're a warrior. We'll pair you off with Worf's kid, and you can fight over who's more annoying.
After one more close-up of the furry Buddha, the mission finally gets underway. But the Cylons see them coming and shoot our heroes down.
Wait a minute, what kind of breathers are those? They don't even cover their mouths.
Breathing isn't that important.
In the aftermath, we see one of the criminals steal a pistol. More proof that bringing these guys along was a good idea.
Spotting a Cylon ship overhead, Apollo loads everyone into something called the Snow Ram.
Oh no, don't tell me.
Yup, this kid and his pet monster tagged along, but we've got bigger problems as the Cylon ship moves in to make the kill.
Here we see a wonderful example of the Stormtrooper effect. Note how the strafing Cylon is utterly incapable of moving a stationary target with multiple passes.
So the Cylons send out foot patrols while they turn their attention to questioning their prisoner.
Coordinates of the Battlestar Galactica. What is the exact position of the Galactica?
Don't you know where the Galactica is? Weren't you herding them towards this planet?
Maybe this guy's not important enough to be told the plan.
What he lacks in clout, he makes up for in determination as he attempts to probe the prisoner's mind with lucite rods.
Back to the Snow Ram, the team gets organized and the criminals fulfill their contractual obligation to make things more complicated than they need to be.
Come on, Wolf! You're not gonna guide him across the mountain.
We'll make it.
It's our chance to make a break.
To where? We're stuck on this ball of ice.
We can hunt, build shelter. We've been in a lot worse.
Look, maybe we can hijack a Cylon transport. Make a run for a sun system. We're not running anywhere. We signed on to blow up that pulsar cannon.
You're saying you'd crawl up that mountain to get your rank back. They broke you, Croft. You used to have bite, but now you're toothless. Well, you stay and wear that choke chain. We're cutting loose the first chance we get. How are they?
They'll survive if we can get them to shelter.
Get them into the ram. We'll rotate riding on top. Holes and Wolf go first.
Whoa, sounds like Apollo's really starting to get into the spirit of this prison thing.
Hey kids, check out the snow ramp coming to stores this Christmas. Batteries not included.
God damn, that thing is creepy. Hang on, that guy hanging onto the roof had to give up his seat in the snow ramp to Teddy Ruxpin? Wow, I guess these guys really are expendable.
Oh, and have a look at this. How can they be driving down a plowed path?
After way too many close-ups of the snow ram, the gun thief from earlier decides he's had enough of riding on top and manages to disable the vehicle. It's good to see our heroes doing the silence job for them.
This leads to several shots of the team freezing to death inside the snow ram, which they can all fit inside of now for some reason. But the cold isn't their only problem.
What are our chances?
Depends upon how long the storm lasts. If the diethane reaches death point,
What's death point?
the air turns to liquid.
Bet you wish you build mouth plates into those breathers now, huh?
The orange owlbear apparently takes this news badly and decides to get the hell out of Dodge.
Woo! Thank God!
Things are finally starting to look up.
Oh, please let the Cylons kill it. Please let the Cylons kill it. Whoa, whoa, what just happened? How did we get here? Seriously, 1 second Robo-Chimp is jogging in the snow and next we're here.
So it seems Muffet found a local hunting party who were kind enough to rescue everyone to safety. Not that we're shown any of this, mind you. We learned from Grizzly Adams here.
A few sight gags later, we learn these people are clones.
That way the producers only have to hire 2 actors.
Now, for some exposition.
You came to destroy the Ravishal pulsar?
Ravishal?
Dr. Ravishal. He's human.
A human created that monster up there for the Cylons?
If it were not for Ravishal, we would not exist.
He is the Father Creator.
Is Ravishal God? I'd like to meet him.
No, he's not God. Not if he's with the Cylons.
Don't worry, Boxy. I'm sure you'll meet God soon enough. Muffet will kill you eventually.
And with that, the Fellowship heads off for Mount Doom, hereafter referred to as the Clone Village.
Hi-ho, it's home from earth we go.
Hang on, there's only a few minutes left. Don't tell me this is...
That's right, it's a 2-parter. There's just enough time left for silent sympathizer and card-carrying villain Baltar to twirl his mustache.
Soon, Adama. Soon.
Be here in 2 weeks for our review of Part 2.
We're the TV Twins, and we bring you the worst of the best.